Jim with ProfitTrading.com. Please stop by ProfitTrading.com and get free email newsletters and a lot of other free trading information. Learn to trade for free. We're going to take a look at some of the trades we're in the premium newsletters right now. The premium Forex newsletter, we went short the USD CAD right in here on July 27th. I think it was July 27th at 1.0062. That's down to 0.98573 right now. So we're ahead on that one. We went short here, and that's down here, and we're holding short. So we're ahead on that one. That's the premium Forex newsletter. The euro, we went long, and that's moving our way. We're ahead on it. We're not ahead a lot, but I still think this is going to move our way. A lot of these trades are just, they're just kind of starting out. We got long right on this bar here, 727 again, and we got long at 1.2392. Today it's trading at 1.2467. So we're ahead, and I think it's going to continue our way. So that's the two trades we're in the Forex newsletter. In the commodity newsletter, we're long gold, micro gold. I'm switching to micro gold in the commodity newsletter because I just think gold is, such a high price now. You got to just take the little risk. And what we'll do is, I think gold's going to continue higher from here. So what we'll do is we'll average up. As long as we're in the market and it's moving our way, we're making money. So, even if it's not as much, it's less risk. So that's good. Okay, we got in gold at 1612. We got in gold over here somewhere, I think. And it's at 1637 right now. So we're ahead $35 on that. So that's pretty good. If I'm adding that up right real quick. Just off the top of my head. Okay, so we're ahead on gold. So far, 3 for 3, and I'm not making any of this up. I know sometimes I feel like people are going to say, well, yeah, that can't be true. But here's another one that can't be true. Sorry. Anyway, we went long bean oil on a break above Friday's high. We went long yesterday, and we're already up about 2 points on this trade, which is we went long at 54.05. It's at 55.90, so that's about 2 points. It's not quite. So this is about $1,200 ahead right now. So these are the kind of trades we're getting in the premium newsletter. That's why I keep kind of pushing them, because I really think this will help some people get some good trades. And I got them on sale through August for $99 a year. So I mean, I don't think you can find a newsletter cheaper than that. IPXL. Now this is the premium stock newsletter. That was the two trades we were in the premium commodity newsletter: bean oil and gold. So far we're 4 for 4. IPXL, we got long right on this bar at 24.50, and it's trading right now at 24.55. So we're ahead 0.05 on that one. And again, the thing about this one is, it's not that we're not ahead hardly any, but I think it's going to continue our way. It looks like it's heading higher. The bands are pointing up, the directional movement's pointing up, so I really feel good about this trade. We just entered that one. So we got 5 for 5 winners. And I was actually going to say that one we were behind on, because the last time I looked at it, we were behind on it, but it must have moved up a little since then. So I'm just telling it like it is. HMSY. This one we got long. I can't remember the exact date, but we got long at 36.40. That's at 36.39. So we're behind on that one, just a penny. But again, that's okay. I think this one's going to continue higher. On bullish stocks right now, the general market, usually when the general market's going up, stocks are going to follow. Most stocks are going to follow. And I just like this chart pattern on here: higher highs, higher lows, above the bands, come down, and I just think this stock's going to head higher. It might dip down here. We might even get a little behind on this one. I mean, we entered it right up on a breakout up here, and we could get behind on this one, but I still feel like we got the stop in a good enough place, and I think we're going to come out on that one. And again, if it turns into a loss, we only bought 50 shares. I'm trying to really keep the risk down on these trades. So most of these losses are only going to be like, in Forex and stocks, they're going to be around $200 loss, which is, I think it's pretty good risk on trades, considering, you got to risk something or you're not going to make anything. Now, futures, of course, the risk is going to be higher, just because, if you're going to trade sugar and some of these markets, you're going to have a little bit higher risk. But compared to the profit potentials, the risk, I'm trying to make the risk as low as possible for the profit potential. And I am trading as many mini contracts as I can. Like gold, we're trading micro. The grains, we're trading mini contracts when possible. So I'm keeping the risk as low as possible. Some of the risks, like say if we make a cocoa trade, it might be $1,000 risk. But you also got to look at the upside potential is like, could be $10,000. So compared to the profit potential, the risk is as low as I can possibly make it. I mean, futures is going to be a little riskier. If you're interested in real low risk trades, go for the Forex newsletter and the stock newsletter, because in the stock newsletter you can adjust the amount of shares you're trading. Then you can make your risk as low as you want to. Like say if I say buy 50 shares, if that's too much risk for you, you could buy 25 shares. And then the futures newsletter, you can get low risk trades in the futures newsletter too, like with the micro gold. But then you just take that trade, like just maybe if you buy the futures newsletter and you want the real low risk trades, maybe just take the micro gold trades and the mini grain trades. And if I put out a cocoa trade and it's too much risk for you, just simply skip it. If I put out a sugar trade and it's too much risk for you, just simply skip it. Just wait for the trades that are in your risk area, like gold and grains would be, because I'll keep trying to put out those mini contract trades as much as possible. ENS, we went long at 35.20. I think we went long right here, so this one's popped up our way. Went long at 35.20. It's at 37.95, so we're ahead on that one. NIB, this is all the stock newsletter again now. Premium stock newsletter. We're trading the ETFs in the stock newsletter. And in the futures newsletter, that would be like, okay, this is the cocoa ETF. In the futures newsletter, we would be trading cocoa. But in the stock newsletter, we're trading the cocoa ETF, which is NIB. And we got long this one at 32. It's at 33.10 now, so we're $1 a share ahead. But again, I think it's heading our way, and I think cocoa is probably going to make a move shortly above these highs and take off from here. It might not happen, but I mean, our stop is back. We got long like right on this bar, I think, and our stop's like back in here. So it's not again, not a very big risk, and I actually think this one has a lot of outside potential. I think cocoa is going to head much higher, and if it doesn't, we get stopped out. That's the way it works. But right now we're holding, we're long, we're ahead, we're holding, and I feel good about the trade. SLV, we got long right at the bottom, right in this area here. I can't remember exactly which bar, but we got long at 25.94. The low of this move was 25.34. So we got long at 25.94. The SLV, that's the silver ETF. And right now the silver ETF is at 28.40. So we're ahead, $2 or $3 on that, and it looks like it's going to continue higher, and we're holding. And this is another one. We only went 50 shares, but if this goes up $10 a share, that's $500, and we only risk probably $100, $200 on this trade. Maybe a little more on some of them. Some of them I put the initial risk. I might put the stop down a little lower just to make sure we don't get stopped out. But usually if the trade wouldn't go our way, I'd bring the stop up real quick. So sometimes I might risk like 300 initially on the trade, which is still a pretty decent risk considering we're going for a big profit. But I don't really plan on risking 300 on it. If the trade wouldn't work out in a couple days, we'd just probably get out at the market. Okay, USO, we got in on this one right at the bottom again, 30.93. So I think right in this area we got long, and it's at 36. So we got long at like almost 31 on this one, and it's at 36. So 36.24. So I mean, this could turn out to be a huge winner for us if crude keeps going up. And we're holding all these. We're holding because I'm. That's one thing I'm pretty persistent about. If the trade's going our way, let it run. So that's one of the things in my newsletter. Low risk, let the profits run, and I think that's the way to make money in these markets. GLD, we're long GLD. We went long GLD like right in here. I think it might be again. I'm not sure the exact bar because it's been a while, but we're long GLD at 158.90. So it's at 158.82 right now. So we are behind a little bit on that one. So, but I think it's going to head higher from here. I think gold and silver are just taken out. GLD is the gold ETF. So basically, there's about 11 trades there, and I think we're behind on 2 out of the 11, and the 2 out of the 11 that we're behind on, I think are going to end up being winners. So I honestly think we got 11 out of 11 winners going here again. It's not for sure until the trade's closed out. So I could take a couple losers there, but everything's looking good for a possible 11 out of 11 winners on the open trades in the premium newsletter. So um, I really think you should consider these newsletters for $99 a year. I think it's a steal, and the price is going to go up after August 31st. So thanks for listening to my video. I greatly appreciate it. And thanks for listening to my video. I greatly appreciate it. Again,